Well, hello and welcome to this latest video. In this video we're going to look at installing NetBeans 11 on Linux, specifically Linux Mint, but this will work for virtually any version of Linux, especially Ubuntu versions of Linux. I'll also show you how to create a menu item for it as well on Linux Mint. Now, NetBeans 11 has been out for about a week, and I've been using it for that time, and it seems to be very stable and working well. So, let's have a look at it. If this is your first time installing NetBeans, you need to check that you've got the Java JDK on your system, or Java on your system. So, open Terminal, as I have here. And inside terminal, just type in which Java, and it will actually tell you if you've got Java installed. If you get nothing back, i.e. no comment, then you haven't got Java installed. Next, it's a good idea to find which version you have. So type in Java and then -version and press enter. Now, you need at least JDK 8.2 and above. I would recommend that you have JDK 8 if you're going to develop item for NetBeans itself. If you're developing for anything else, then JDK 11 is fine. Come to the NetBeans Apache.org website, and you'll see it has a nice new interface, and up in the top right hand corner, click on download. Here you have a choice of items to download. Now, the important one is to download the binaries. Okay, that's the important one. You need to download the binaries, and click on that. It will come up with a number of mirrors that you can use. The suggested mirror is at the top, so literally just click on that and the download will start. Now, I've actually downloaded this already to save time, but you just click on this and the download will start. If this doesn't work for some reason, you can use one of the other mirrors, but this has worked for me, no problem whatsoever. We have NetBeans downloaded, and it's in my downloads. So the next thing you need to do is to unzip it. Now, the easiest way in Linux is literally to open the file manager and double click on it. That really is the easiest way to do it. If you wish, you can use terminal, but as you can see, by just double clicking on it and click extract, and then it asks you where you want to extract it to, so just click on extract and it will extract it. Now, this will take a moment and I'll come back once it's finished extracting. Okay, so the extraction is complete. You can just click on close. Okay, it's created a folder called NetBeans, so highlight it, press F2 and add an _11 so you know which version of NetBeans it is, and press enter. Next, to move it into your home folder, so just drag and drop it into the home folder and you'll see it's appeared here. Now, that's it. Quite honestly, that's it. NetBeans is now on your system. Okay, it's not set up, but it's on your system. To run it, if you open, click on bin, and then you need to double click on NetBeans itself, and it'll ask you a number of things. I would recommend the first time round to run it in terminal in case there are any problems, and then you'll be able to see this if there are any problems, rather than just clicking run. Now, it will take a moment or two for this to start. Okay, now I have a previous version of NetBeans on my system, and I'm actually going to import it. Now, if this is the first time you're installing NetBeans, then you won't see this message, but I'm going to click yes, and then we get the logo, NetBeans 11. It usually stops at about 3/4 of the way and spends a little bit of time here working on things, I've noticed. And there we are. We have the IDE up and running. It will take a few minutes the first time through, and I do have, I believe, 3 or 4 projects open at the moment, so it will have to take some time to sort that out. And we'll come back once it's finished opening the projects. Okay, so now this is a very important item. You need to make sure it's on your system. So click Next, Accept, and Install. It may well want to install 1 or 2 other plugins as well at the same time. So it's installed that, so click on Finish. And I've had a message about some previous plugins, so I'm going to have a look at those. So these plugins are important. Okay, you must install these. These are ones that I used before, and I'm going to ask the system to install them. It would be nice if there was a select all. Let's have a look, just make sure there's nothing there. Yep, and I'm going to click on Import, and it will import. So just while it's doing that, it says we want to import to restart. I'm going to give this a moment because, as you can see, it's actually working in the background, and I found that it's a lot easier if you just let it finish working in the background before doing a restart, which could take a couple of minutes. So what we'll do is once this is finished, we'll restart. Okay, it's finished checking in the background, so we'll click yes to restart. Okay, so that's NetBeans restarted. It'll want to do some items in the background initially. One of the things that you may find is that it hasn't actually activated some of the sections that you need. Now, there are a number of ways of activating this, and the best one is just to try and create a new project using that, and it will automatically activate. But if you want to do it beforehand, if you come up to Tools, so if you come up to Tools, Plugins, then come to Installed, and you can see some of these may not already be activated because they haven't got the ticks in them. So you can actually come in and click on it and click on Activate, and this will activate it for you. If you click on the Show Details, it will actually give you details of all the items. As you can see, it's actually activated some items, and as we look down, quite a few are not activated. So what I will just do is activate those. You only need to activate the items that you use. So if you don't use PHP, you don't need to activate it. If you're only using, for example, Java EE, then that's the only thing you need to activate. And so it's always best to open a new project. Okay, create a new project, and that will automatically activate the items that you need. Okay, so that's it installed. I'm going to just close this at the moment, and while this is actually building its dictionary and doing other things, I'll show you how to create in Linux Mint a menu item. So come down to the menu logo and right click on it and click on Configure. Click on Menu and then click on Open the Menu Editor. On the left hand side, click on Programming, and then on the right you need New Item. You can actually see I've got NetBeans 10 already. Okay, the name will be NetBeans 11.0. For the command, okay, it's better if you actually put in the complete path. Now, you can actually use Browse to do it if you wish, That would probably be quicker than my typing. And then I seem to remember that's the right one. Now, to change the logo, you can click on the icon, and you then need to click on Browse, and here you come to Home, NetBeans 11. Okay, so NetBeans 11 NB, and then you can see you've got two icons. You want the NetBeans PNG, and then highlight it and click on Open. It'll show here, so select it by clicking on it, and then click on Select, and you'll see it comes into here. Click on OK, and you can see we now have NetBeans 11. Click on Close, click on Close, and you can come to the menu, Programming, and as you can see we now have NetBeans 11 on the menu. If you want to put it onto the taskbar, right click on it and then click on Add to Panel, and by doing that it will actually add it to the taskbar or the panel below. NetBeans IDE 11 is installed. Please share, like and subscribe. My name's John, and I'll see you next time.